We have added Privy email login. Our next step is to add in Crossmint so that way we can sell tokens with credit card. Let's get started with Crossmint. To do this, we're going to go into console first, and let's just start getting it set up. We're going to log into the staging console so that we can set up a contract on base Sepolia. If you don't already have an account, set it up. I just use Google Sign In so that I don't need to worry about managing another account. Once we log in, we can create a new project. I think I'll just keep it inside of the default project. We'll create a new collection and we'll call this in process. In process, project by Latasha. Website, we'll keep all those blank for now. Go next. I'm importing an existing contract because we've already deployed it on Zora. This is on base Sepolia. And we're going to call this I'm importing my own. Token or proxy contract. This contains the 1155 standard. That we will go to testnet.zora.co / my username. For me, it's Sweets that's creating this. And then I should see my token there. Both of my nouns. I could also just copy the address from my code base because it seems like this page is taking a little while to load. So we will go into here, and here's our token contract. Paste it in. It's unverified minting or implementation contract. So this should contain the function to buy the NFT. Let's check out what this is by going over to base sepolia.basescan.org. This is hopefully a minter, but let's verify it. Look up the contract. And you are... No, this looks like the proxy, but this is not actually what we call mint on. Yeah, so what we actually want is our minter here. And so inside of this transaction, this is a hard step to find. You go into logs, and now we're looking for updated permission in here. You find all the occurrences, and one of these is going to have permission bit 4. 2, 2, 2. There's our 4. So this is the minter that has permission to mint new tokens. And so we can put that guy in there. Minting or implementation contract. My sales function is on a different contract, that's correct. And now we come over to this contract and we want to copy its ABI. So we should be able to go to contract, scroll down to ABI and copy it. Go back into, so it is actually a proxy, and so we want to click read as proxy, visit the implementation contract. We're getting in the weeds. I know this is supposed to be a non-technical video, so I'm not going to explain all the details of what we're doing here. Know that we got the ABI. Let me take a step back and talk you through how we got there. So, first step, you copied your collection that you already had from the first video. You copied this collection address. You take it over to base Sepolia scan. You paste it in. It gives you the contract. Inside of the more info, you can view the transaction when this contract was created. This is your collection that you created. This is the transaction when it was created. Go to the logs tab, and then you're going to look for updated permissions. This is the event that is used to give the minting contract permission to create tokens on your contract. There are permission bits. Permission bit 2 means that you're giving someone admin level permission. The lower the number, the more permission you're giving them. So the lowest is 2. That means that you're giving someone admin permission. If you want someone to be a co-creator with you, they have all the same permissions as you as the contract creator, give them number 2. The other one, you'll see that this one is 2, this one is 2, this one is 2, this one is 4. 4 means you're a minter. So you go to this contract and you say, cool, this is the minter that I want to mint on. This is actually a proxy. A proxy contract, Zora wants to be able to keep this address but they want to be able to update it with new info. And so this is a proxy that points to a different contract that they're able to update. We want that other contract, which has the actual ABI. So we click read as proxy. This tells us the contract that is being referenced by the proxy. The implementation is what it's called technically. And from here, we can go into contract, scroll all the way down to ABI, and this has the actual ABI that has the minting function information. And so if we paste this inside of the ABI, it says we're good. What currency does it accept? ETH is what it accepts. What mint function? We're doing the mint. Parameter for mint recipient is the mint2. Parameter for quantity is quantity. And now we can click next. Info looks good. Verify that this is my token contract. It is. And so we can register the collection. I would like to enable credit card payments. And the native currency of the contract are 20. I don't think we want to enable crypto payments for now. Only credit card payments. And I would like to do the pay button. So let's just follow their instructions here. We'll yarn add. And then we'll do the setup. What other tech is there? No, I think we're using React. So we'll copy this component. And now we'll make a new component, new folder called buy button. What are they calling it? Crossmint pay button. So we'll call this comment button. And inside of here, we'll make a comment button.tsx. And here we'll paste this, and we will change this to comment button. Save that. It's already given us our collection ID and project ID. What's the total price? The total price is going to be 0.000111 or 111 sparks. We're going to hard code all this at 1. Our collection token ID collection should be here. Let's put this into a const folder so that we're not defining this in multiple places. Inside of libs, we'll make a new file called const.ts. Export const collection address is that. Save this, close out of it. So now we can use our collection address there. This is following the principle of dry. In code, you don't want to repeat yourself. Because if we had copied that same variable in both places, what if I had accidentally missed a letter on one, but I had it on the other? There's prone to error. It's harder to maintain. If we end up using a new contract, we're going to have to update it in more places. It slows us down. It adds errors. You don't want to repeat yourself. This is called dry. Don't repeat yourself. If you ever repeat something, abstract it into one shared variable that can be referenced in multiple places. Makes it easier to maintain, easier to read. We're now reading a word instead of a 0x address, so we know what this is, and it's easier to update. If we ever need to change it, we just need to change it in one place. And so the other place we want to add it is inside of comment button. For the collection, we can put collection address. For now, I'm going to hard code this at token ID 1. I hope I can remember this. Mint referral. This we're going to put as the split for me and Latasha when we drop this, or whatever musician is using this. You want to put this in as you. You get a part of Zora's fee. By building an interface where someone else is going to be minting a token, you get to earn a part of Zora's fee. They're saying thank you for helping surface mints on our protocol. You get a fee, and because we're building this, you as the creator get to set whoever you want this fee to go to. You can set it to the split for your project team. You can set it to you if you're an independent creator. Whatever the address is, we're going to make this another const. And we're going to call this export const mint fee recipient. And we're going to paste that address. This is my address right now because we don't have a split between myself and Latasha. But after the hackathon, when we actually go from testnet to mainnet, this is a note to self that I need to make sure that we set that up so that whoever's supposed to get the fee and however we're supposed to be dividing our fees, we've got it. And for the comment, I'm going to say ETH Global Bangkok. That way we know this was happening during ETH Global Bangkok in 2024. Payment methods, fiat, we're on staging. I think we're all good to ship this, so let's try importing comment button. where do we want to import this? Let's put it inside of token. Underneath the metadata div. So we don't even need that to be able to do it. Let's put comment button in here. Import. Save it. Did we change anything on our page? I guess we did. Let's save all of our changes. Fingers crossed, we should now have a mint button. Oh, I'm not even running the server. Oh wait, yes we are. We're running it over here. We just installed a new package, so we should crash our server and run it again. I don't want to run it out here anymore. We did that to debug. Now that we've debugged, let's keep it inside of my native environment, which is Cursor. Start it up again in Cursor. We're starting. Command R. Compiling the page. Take some water drinks. Make sure we're staying hydrated during the hackathon. Love hackathons. We just stay and we build. No messages being opened. Just talking to myself in a build. Me and the AI building something out. Afterwards, edit the video, publish it on chain. Share all the learnings with other people. Help everybody in the builder community on base, on Zora, globally, building on Privy, building on Crossmint. Just trying new things, remixing it together, putting out experiments to help people stay independent, build small local communities so we can grow the mycelium together as a community to be stronger, better, more informed. That means through the compilings, through the bugs. A lot of it gets clipped out, which is nice. We take the raw long-form content and filter it down into smaller and smaller bites until the memes can get propagated at lightning fast speed. Let's crash this and try it again. Not sure if we're still compiling. Connect wallet and a buy with credit card. Let's log in first. Connect wallet. Sweetman Tech. We're definitely going to want to remove that logo. And I know that there's a way we've done it before. So my immediate reaction is get rid of that branding so we can keep it sovereign to our creators. Now that we've logged in, let's buy with credit card. I do think we probably want the embedded checkout. We shouldn't even be doing fiat. I mean, you should only be doing fiat. Project ID is 425. Let's copy these and make project ID. And then collection ID. I don't know what happened there. Let's try using the fiat or the embedded checkout. Quick start is what I want. But where do we actually add the code? Okay, here looks like it is. Let's copy just this element. Hey, Hiro.
Hacking?
Yeah, I'm hacking.
Oh,
And then we'll copy the mint config and we'll put it down to the actual mint config in our new elements. Let's import that. whatever it was talking about. And now we'll put the project ID in. The project ID in, and the collection ID also goes in. And the environment is staging. Card wallet payment methods, that sounds great. Let's delete the pay button, keep the payment element, no more errors. Are we good now? Is that going to be any better? You still have that error? Or is it just an old error? Yarn dev again. Email input option shows true. Okay, look at that. Now we've got an embedded payment component. We don't want to show it all the time, but it's fine showing it all the time for now. We're rendering two of them. They're both the same. Looks like we can even use Google Pay, so let's try using Google Pay. It opens up. So let's see when the last mint happened on the Zora time sale strategy, just to verify that we're doing the latest. Oh, this is the implementation. We want to look at the proxy. So the last one was 11 hours ago that someone minted. Let's try to use this. Pay. Loading. And we should have just used Google Pay to pay for an NFT. If it works. If it works being the key. Who's it being minted to? Interesting. Is anything happening on this contract? Oh, I didn't check internal transactions, but this is it. The last one was 6 hours ago, and this one was 48 seconds ago. Is it still loading over here? It's still loading over here, but we minted a copy of in process 56 seconds ago. I don't know why it's still loading over here. Let's try refreshing the page and running it again. But we just had one 57 seconds ago. It interacted with our contract 48 seconds ago. Let's refresh this tab. Let's run it again. A minute ago. Localhost, you're having some issues. It's just compiling very slowly, and I don't know why. So we still need to get the comments that we're making, and we still want to add in a comment field. I think the next step is to make this pop up, make it a pop up. So comment button, update this button. One, add a button to trigger a pop-up. Two, the pop-up should contain the Crossmint pay element. Let's let that run while we see why it is still compiling. This is such a long compiler. Comment button, apply to the entire file. Blind accept, even though we should not be blind accepting at this point. Save this. It should have also omitted that comment of ETH Global. So let's go into here and look inside the logs. And this will be a little bit of a preface into where we're going next. So we got transfer single, rewards deposit. Where is the mint comment, ETH Global Bangkok 2024. So this is the comment on the token that we just minted. And so from here, we can try to do it again if our app finishes compiling. And once it does finish compiling, we can buy it again to see how the mint comment gets triggered on chain. We've already got our pop-up. Let's try, what do we do at this point? We're not compiling, let's just crash it. Starting ready, compiling. Let's just wait here and let it compile. Take a couple sips of water. Do another forward fold. It's a hackathon, it's okay to go a little bit slower, be patient. I think we're very close to having the second step of Crossmint done. We already have it implemented, now we're just making it a little bit prettier. Should I be focused on making it prettier or focused on the MVP functionality to make sure that we're moving at the speed of hacks? We have one more step, and it's to get the contract events to be able to get all the existing comments on one token, and we'll want to display it underneath. I think step one is getting the credit card payment out of the feed so that it does not take up space. Let's write this down. So one, we want a pop-up. Two, we want a... I think that's it. We just want the pop-up, and then we can display the comments underneath. So if we add the pop-up, let's make it so we actually collect the token that we say that we're going to collect. So token ID is dynamic, and 1, 2, and 3. So then number 3 is going to be... This is a super slow compile. The fact that it's still compiling is crazy. Number 3 will be text input for the comment. Text input, so that way we can have a dynamic comment instead of it being hard-coded. How can we progress with this taking as long as it is to compile? Will it compile any faster outside of cursor? Let's try. Let's crash this, kill the terminal, come back to our terminal. Now let's yarn dev out here. Increase the size. Refresh. Let's try to run a speed test. Sometimes I find that just running a speed test will unblock if there's a network blocker. Let's see if that's the case this time. Will you be the good omen like always to speed us up? Decent speeds. Still slow compiling. Is there a reason our compiler is so slow? Is it because we are recording? Is there something I'm running? I'm running Spotify. I'd love to be able to see what's going on. What can we do? If it's taking too long to compile, I could restart the computer. That's going to cut off the camera feed. We're an hour into this. I would hate to cut off the camera feed. Compiling is going to slow us down if this does not work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Does commenting out the Crossmint elements help? Inside of the token component? If we comment out the comment button, does that make it any easier? Any faster? Compilation is important for us to be able to run the app. If I need to stop it here, I don't know if we can. I mean, I can stop it and export it, I guess. But I don't think I can continue a video, so that would turn into this being at least 2 video exports, which I guess is fine. Let's give this another forward fold to see if it does any faster to compile without comment button. And if it doesn't, I'm going to stop the video, restart my computer, and start all this up again. Looks like we've compiled. Look at us compiling. Okay, we've got it back. Let's add in our comment button again, save it. Are you going to re-render? Please no. It's a static route, so that means that I need to refresh the page each time. Is that what that note means about it being a static route? Yeah, my server's not working. This is pretty ludicrous, so I'm going to stop and save this, and I'll be back soon.